Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Chelsea Road to Glory. And in today's episode, we have a bunch of stuff to go over. We actually have way more stuff to go over compared to the last video. So let's go with the first thing on the list. Is that the previous promo was the Path to Glory. The current promo that is technically still going on is the Make Your Mark promo. There have been 2 teams at the time of this recording, the voice recording, that is. But that first team, from what I can remember, that was grindable, was the Cole Palmer team. That was the first one that we could grind for. He was worth like 2 million coins, especially since he is English, right? And that's revolving around the results of England. And you know, you guys have been watching the Euros since they've been going on for a bit now. You'll know how well or how poor England have been doing. I think they have like 1 win, 1 draw, or whatever. So yeah, they're I assume they're gonna make it out of the group, which means Palmer may or may not get another upgrade. There's a couple like things that they have to do for them to get the upgrades. Cole Palmer, for me, was too expensive to even like buy and then pack on the web app for Duke Theory. He's just way over budget. I'm sitting at like 1.3 million coins. You know, I'm trying to save up for footies, trying to save up for presumably shapeshifters. That's what everybody's saying on Twitter is the next promo. Because we haven't had it this year, and shapeshifters shaving until now is like kind of a decent thing, because then all the cards get to be even higher in boost and get to be a little bit more packable than these, I would assume, right? Because like, I don't know, the pack weight for Path to Glory was bad. Pack weight for these cards have been like average at best. You know, I packed a couple on the web app. I packed a couple with player picks. There hasn't been much luck from packs in terms of like the good players. You know, there's not much else for us to go for in terms of these guys. I forget if Musiala had one. I'm looking at the teams right now, and I think that was it for that first team. Yeah, because the Path to Glory came, and then there was the icons. There's the Euro Make Your Mark Team 2. That's on right now. Doesn't have a lot of cards compared to the first team. So there's that. I guess the amount of cards is really what's getting this promo. Like, there's not much to grind for. Here we got a flashback card. I was very surprised we got a flashback card. Like I said, I don't have too much history or knowledge of the history of Chelsea equipment, so I didn't even know she was that old to get like a flashback card in general. So, you know, she's got all green stats, so that's pretty cool to add for the Chelsea women's. I do want to do like a weekend league with the men's and then the women's and then the Evos and then the main team. Maybe we do one that's half bronze, half silvers. But the bronzes, let me tell you, the bronzes right now, there's no way that I can even use them unless EA drop like a bunch of Evos that I'll be able to put them in, because like that. It's the fact that EA haven't like dropped daily evos that you can use for like basic players, like give us a +2 overall for playing like 3 games with a bronze that we can just do daily. Like that'd be great, you know. And we would just apply them to all the bronze players that we have, and then EA releases a silver upgrade that we just put silvers in for a +2, and then releases a gold upgrade that we can put in for a +2. But obviously, you know, it kind of messes with the market a little bit, because then you go and think, hey, there's gonna be some gold cards, some silver cards that will be put into that Evo and cause massive disruption for those specific cards, you know, because then they become part of the pack, you know, they get pretty tight and all that stuff. But what is important right now is this weekend league. This weekend league was challenging. It was hair pulling. It was putting me on the verge of tears, because when I tell you that this England team was cooking for 11 games, I was literally 10-2. And then I made it 11-5. And when it was 11-5, I thought that we were not going to make it. Because if you don't already know, which you probably should have, is that EA released an objective card, an Enzo Fernandez, for 12 wins using a full England team that includes the bench, right? So if you didn't put England players on the bench, you kind of screwed yourself a little bit, just a little bit. But these England players, and in the beginning I thought, you know, this team is not going to be great. I honestly thought this team was going to be playing terribly, that there was no chemistry, there was nothing. You know, Sterling, as much as he had that boosted 95 rated card, I do not like Sterling in this game. He's so small. He's too nimble for his own good. He gets shoved off the ball really easily. It doesn't matter what rating he is, how fast he is. That 99 pace feels like a lie. But in the end, you know, we managed to do it. We got the 12 wins. We went 12-7, and you know, it was a huge relief to like actually be able to do that. Now I assume maybe in like the old format, 12 wins might have been 24 wins in the format of like 40 weekend league games, right? Because that's what it was in the original weekend league when it first came out. It was 40 games. You had 2 days for them. Now you get 20 games and you get like 5 days for them. Which, you know, I do like the 5 days. It's very nice that EA has done that. And yes, you did see Theo Hernandez go into a player pig, because I got really bored and didn't want to figure out how to not use a 97 rated duplicate in something that isn't garbage. But when I tell you that maybe back then I would have not gotten 24 wins, I would have not gotten 24 wins. I remember my first weekend league that I tried, it was terrible. Like I think it was like maybe FIFA 17, where the daily knockout tournament, I tried the whole year and I just couldn't do it. And then FIFA 17 came around, or FIFA 18, I'm sorry, and I managed to qualify because I said, hey, you know what, forget it, I'm not using my baby players anymore. We're gonna go full meta and see how far we can get. In that first weekend league, we got 17 wins out of 40, and I was just like devastated that I was below average. That marker told me that I was below average, and I couldn't believe it. So grinding that FIFA 18 like day in day out just to improve, you know, has brought me has brought me the Enzo that we have today. That's all I'm saying. You know, without that dedication of years of playing this game, and with all the changes and everything, I don't think I would have Enzo Fernandez right now, to be real honest with you. Like, I sat through FIFA 18 Weekend League, I sat through FIFA 19 Weekend League, which that was the worst Weekend League experience of my entire life. Like, I cannot express how dog water that game is, and people praise it because it was like so arcadey and El Tornado flicks and everything. Like, no, that game was terrible in terms of gameplay. In terms of content, it's probably like up there with like top 5 of all time. And then FIFA 20, FIFA 21, FIFA 22, FIFA 23, FC24, like all those weekend leagues came to this part, right? Which, sure, you know, it's the end of the game cycle, so there's like less bad players and less good players because everybody else is done. Like, the rewards are the same. I still play it because I need that Lauren James, but the skill gap, I guess, is a lot smaller now than it was, you know, during the middle of the actual game. But, you know, whatever, we got the 12 wins, we got that Enzo. Hopefully Argentina do well enough to get into the finals so that I can have a cracked Enzo that's just in the club for the rest of the game cycle. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.